Hello? Hello, can you hear me? 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 Okay, this is beautiful. This is basically going to be my first live stream here. Hello, if you can hear me, let me know in the chat. I want to know if you can hear me. Hello? Okay, beautiful. Yeah, if you can hear me, you're welcome. You're welcome to the stream. If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. You can hear me loud and clear, let me know in the chat. It's basically my first live stream here. And to be sincere, I'm kind of nervous. Yeah. Why is it? Yeah, let me know. I just want to know. You can hear me. Just let me know in the chat. Yeah, I want to confirm to know whether my sound is okay before we proceed. Okay, I've not received any notification. I just want to confirm. Can you hear me? Welcome to the chat. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Drop a heart emoji if you can hear me. Okay. I think something is wrong with my sound. Okay, I'll try to fix that immediately. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the feedback. The sound is bad. Okay, let me try and fix that immediately. Sorry, I'm trying to work on the sound and it seems I'm not getting it, but I'm still working on it. Let's see how it goes. Wow, interesting. Hello? Yeah, you should be able to hear me now. Hello, how about now? I think the sound is good now. I just worked on it. I think it's better. Hello, how about now? I think the sound is good now. I just worked on it. I think it's better. Yeah, the sound is better now. I can hear myself. I'm using another device to check it out here, and I can hear myself loud and clear. So I just need confirmation. Okay, better. I like this. You can hear me now. So I just want to welcome every one of you. I can see some of you here. We are six here, and this is the first live stream. That's a great one already. So you're welcome. You're welcome. I believe you all are having a nice day. All right, this is basically my first live stream here, and we're just going to be navigating price. Uh, yeah, yeah, we are just going to be navigating price currently. Let's see what price has to deliver. And the purpose of this live stream, basically, if you follow well, the plan is to is to start doing the live stream consistently on a daily basis. And if you follow well, I'm sure you are going to learn basically almost all the things I look out for before I take any single trade. So that's just the goal. That's just the goal. So all you need to do is to, you're not yet subscribed, just hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification button at 9:30 every single day. I think I've resolved to make myself available henceforth so this live stream can continue. So once again, you're welcome. You're welcome. So currently, I'm on the chat. If you've been on the Telegram channel for some times now, you must have observed that I do basically almost everything with US 100. So I trade basically US 100, and that's the only asset I focus on currently. So, and that should be something I would advise everyone to go with. Not necessarily as 100, but you should pick a particular asset and just focus on. So that way, I think it will help you develop faster. It has really helped me being able to narrow my asset to only one asset pair. It has really helped me. So I'm on the early time frame currently. I'm here on the early time frame. This is 9:43, so we're a bit late to the chat. I was trying to fix the mic, so we're a bit late already. On the early time frame, we opened at 9:30, and as you can see, price started rallying to the upside. I just want to show you something on the 15-minute time frame before we go back to the early time frame. So seeing the way price had traded already, the first thing that caught my attention here is basically this buy side liquidity right here on the 15-minute time frame. So that's the first thing catching my attention currently. So there is buy side liquidity resting above this high here. At 9:30, price opened and it started rallying to the upside, taking the buy side liquidity above this high right here. So my attention is being drawn to this level right here. So I think price is going to come all the way to engage this buy side liquidity here, because if you look clearly, you can see that we have a high here, a swing high here, we have another swing high here, but the second swing high, you look clearly, it's lower than this one right here. So this is more like relative equal highs, and we have a pool of buy side liquidity resting above highs like this. So I would anticipate price to come all the way into this buy side liquidity. So I'm going to go back to the early time frame, and the first thing I'll try to do is to draw out my key levels, the levels I'm looking for to the upside. I'm going to draw it out. So price is already trading to the upside, and looking at the early time frame, the first area that caught my attention is just this down close candle right here to the upside. So price opening like this and starts to rally higher. What I look out for basically is I don't want to be chasing this price to the upside. So for this session, I'm going to be looking at basically taking short trade. I'm going to be looking for price to trade to the downside. So I'm not interested in trading longs, seeing the way price has opened currently and seeing the way it's trading currently. 9:30 right here, and then let's check what we have on the 30 minutes. Okay, I'm not considering these down close candles right here. Yeah, this order block, you might see this and you might think it's an order block, but for me it's not an area I would like to see price react from. So I just want to see price trade through it. On the 15-minute time frame, we have this buy side liquidity I've stated already, so there is every possibility of having price trade above the buy side liquidity right here. And if it leaves that buy side liquidity and it closed, and I have it close on the 15 minutes and I have it close below this level right here, then I'll be looking for some lower prices here, because there's a level of sell side liquidity resting below these lows. So but what I really want to see is a kind of move that would trade above this buy side liquidity and go all the way, maybe probably trade into this order block right here. I want to see this one being respected, this particular order block right here. I want to see it being respected. Yeah, so if we can have a move that will trade above this buy side liquidity up here and then trade into this other block, it's an area where I might likely look for short positions from. But as it is now, I will not be trading to the upside. I will not be trading just chasing price to the upside. I'll just wait and anticipate to see what price has to offer. So I have some areas I'm looking for on the 15-minute time frame, on the 1 minute, on the hourly time frame. So currently I'm on the 1 minute time frame. So what I would like to see is an order flow that will, that will expect that I want to see this bullish order flow on the 1 minute time frame to sustain price higher into this level up here. So it's nothing complicated. The way I see this market right now is basically in a premium market. So I try to know the state price is trading in, but with the way I read price and seeing how price is trading currently, my interpretation of price is that price is in a premium market. The reason for that is that at 9:30 the market opened right here and it didn't engage any form of sell side liquidity. Look at, we have pools of sell side liquidity right here. Price started expanding to the upside and it continued like that. So I had these levels. This buy side liquidity outlined here is a possible area that price can expand to if it continues. But before that, you saw that we had a buy side liquidity here drawn out from the 15-minute time frame. Price traded above it, so that gives me an indication that price is in a premium market, and if price is in a premium market, I should be looking to sell and not to buy. Are you working with any buyers on the chart? Yeah. Let me know what your bias is on the chart currently. So I'm watching now to see if this 15-minute candle right here, this candle that is trading currently, I'm watching to see if it's able to close below this level right here, this 28927.1. If it's able to close below it, then I will take my attention from this relative equal relative this buy side liquidity relative equal highs here. I'll take my attention from it and then focus my attention to the downside. But as it is now, okay, this is beautiful. It looks like something that is going to continue to the downside. Beautiful. It's trading at the opening price of 930. So you can look at this sell side liquidity is resting below here. So if at the end of this 15-minute candle, let me draw your attention to something very important. Now this current 15-minute candle, going back to the 1 minute time frame. So this 945 candle. So at the end of this 945 candle, if we can have it close below just the way it is currently, and this low are still sustained and this low are still here, then I would anticipate a push back into this level right here, this particular level at outlined with a blue line right here. I will anticipate a push back into it for this sell side liquidity, although it might just continue trading to the downside and take it out. And if that happens, it means that takes away this setup for me, like the way I'm seeing it currently. It takes it away, then I'll wait for 10 a.m. But if these sell side liquidities are kept and we have this 15-minute candle close this way, then I will anticipate price to trade back to this level, this exact level, not a random area right here, not even this fair value gap. I will anticipate price to trade to this exact level right here, 28927.1, and then see if we can continue for the sell side liquidity. So that's just what I'm looking at. Like I said from the beginning of the stream, I'm not looking at taking long positions currently. Anytime I change that bias, I'll let you know immediately. Let me know what it is. My trading is usually boring, so I'll try as much as I can to make the live stream a little bit lively for you guys, so it will not be something that uh you just get bored all the way. But I'll just try as much as I can to make it a bit lively, so I'll do my best to do that. If I'm trading alone, it's more like music is playing in the background. I like listening to worship music playing in the background, and then I'll just sit back and read price without any sound, without any external sound except the worship music playing in the background. And I just like it that way. Now let me draw your attention to something here before we continue. Although it's not setting up a stage for me to sell currently, it's not setting up the way I really want it to happen. But it looks as though there is another flow that is happening here to take price into these sell side liquidities. You see, you have the sell side liquidities resting below these lows here, and it's obvious, it's clean, it's not hidden from the chart. So the idea here is that is quite different from what I've outlined here, but I see an order flow that I think I should draw your attention to currently. According to advanced market structure, we have uh, an important high right here. So this high can be termed, we call it an intermediate ITH. So this is an intermediate high, intermediate term high, and I'll tell you the reason for that very in a minute. So this is basically an intermediate term high, and the reason for that is just look at this last three candle from this bullish candle right here. Look at the last three candles to the left, the last three bearish candles to the left. We have this one here, and this particular one here. So if you look at those candles, it gives you a gap right here. That's a fair value gap. So having this candle, this bullish candle, trade up, filling the fair value gap completely, and then reject it from it like this, that makes this candle that makes this high rather an intermediate term high, and which validates this other block. And the way I like to use an area like this is I want to I like to use it to be an area that price will use to come for sell side liquidities, just the way it is on the chart currently, just the way we have the sell side liquidities currently. Yeah, I didn't mean we have everything set up just the way I wanted it, then this would have been an area where I will be taking shots. But currently, since price failed to trade into this level, take out the relative equal highs here, and to trade into this other block marked um, from the 15-minute time frame right here, it fell short of it, never traded there, and it started trading to the downside. And I showed you the second condition. I wanted to see it close below here, so I'm basically waiting for this 15-minute cycle to close below this level right here and leave this sell side liquidities intact. So, and that is happening within the 15-minute cycle. Like it's not waiting for the close of this 15 minutes before the sell side liquidities gets taken out. So for that reason, I'll just watch. That was the reason why you saw me. I just watched this movement, traded to the downside and taking out the sell side liquidities without me participating. So with what price has done like this, I think I can go back to the 15-minute time frame or to the early time frame and recalibrate, reposition myself, because we're about to enter a crucial time on the chart, that is 10 a.m. New York local time. So we need to recalibrate and anticipate what the early candle, that is the 60 minutes of the 10 a.m. candle for today. We want to see what it's likely to do. So that's basically the way I read price. I read it in cycles, like an early candle. I want to anticipate at the beginning of the hour what the candle is likely to do. So with that being said, I can take out all my annotation here and go back to the early candle right here. So I'm back to the early candle and I want to see what we have on the chart currently. I want to see what this low is anchored on. That's the first thing I want to see. Okay, we are short. Price came very close to this sell side liquidity right here from the daily time frame. Price came very close to the sell side liquidity but fell short. Let's mark it out here. Yeah, but never got to the sell side liquidity. So I am paying attention to this candle here. 1 2 3 4. So that's one bullish order block for me. So I want to, since price has not traded to the low of the candle, I want to I want to see how it's trading around the mean threshold of the order block and see if we've traded to the mean threshold. So I just want to see that before I continue. Okay, it's even reacting away from the mean threshold of that other block right there. It's reacting from the other block right there, the mean threshold of it. So I'll just watch to see if I can have a move that will close above the mean threshold. Then I'll be looking for higher prices. But with the way it is currently, I'll just watch and see what it has to deliver. So this is basically what it looks like for me. Every single trade I take, there is always a narrative around it. There's always a narrative around every single trade I take. A lot of things I put into consideration before I hit any button. Yeah, I warned you from the beginning it's going to be really boring. Yeah, it's going to be a bit boring. Just trying as much as I can to be myself throughout. Da, 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 da. Beautiful delivery we are seeing here, but I've not seen anything to make me engage price. Of course, the week is still fresh. This is Monday, so I don't need to force anything here. It's gonna be very boring. Ah. So, don't worry. That's on a very lighter note. I'll try as much as I can to. I'll adapt to this very soon. I'll try as much as I can to vibe with the live stream and all very soon. But starting out with it like this, or I prepared for this because I knew it was going to be very very boring. But it is what it is. We'll continue, and I'm sure I'm going to master this. Yeah. So we have this bullish fair value gap right here on the 15-minute time frame. Price after taking some sell side liquidity, it's more obvious on the 1 minute time frame. So price took out the sell side liquidities here and traded back into this fair value gap right here. So we have this down close candle right here. I'm not considering that down close candle. I want to see a move. Yeah, I want to see a move that will take this out As I want to see a move that will take this as sell side liquidity. If this can be taken out of sell side liquidity and it trades to this level right here, then I'll take a buy from here. But if not, I'll just watch price delivery. It's 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 trading in no man's land for me currently. I outlined this other block right here, although it hasn't traded to the opening price of the up close candle, but if you observe, it has traded to the lower portion right here. So I annotated this as intermediate term high. This is basically an intermediate term high. And to be precise, if you measure the wick of the fair value gap, see the precision right there, just traded to the consequent encroachment of the wick right there and fell short from it back into the other block. Although price is in the no man's land for me currently, but I'm just reading what it's doing on the 1 minute time frame. How is it for you? Hope the trade session is going well for you out there. Hope you are not getting yourself burnt on unnecessary positions. Yeah, I'm not interested in this short. I'm not interested in this short to the downside currently. I would require more data before I take part in these shorts. But as it is currently, I'm just looking at it to trade down lower, continue trade to if it's going to continue to trade to the downside, then I'm anticipating a move that will trade to this level right here. Then if it gives me a setup, I will engage. But if not, I'll just watch price deliver. Yeah, I outlined this other block live, and you saw the way price traded straight into it and started moving to the downside. So I told you the reason why I wasn't going to engage with this other block. But although price respected it, but it's nothing for me. I see this a lot. Since it's not in line with my trading plan, I'll just let it pass. I'm just going to let it pass rather. Alright, it's beautiful. So I'm just watching the delivery of price, and that's all. Price started this morning with a rally to the upside, taking some major buy side liquidity. I was interested in taking shots only and not to engage in this move to the upside. Of course, I was correct with that, but what I wanted to see, I think I had some levels up here. I had some levels up here on 15-minute time frame. I took them out already. If you go to the beginning of the stream, you'll see that I had some levels up here. I was anticipating price to trade to those levels before it starts moving to the downside. We never got to those levels up there, and it started moving to the downside. So I drew my attention to this other block right here. So based on time cycle, I anticipated the 9:45 candle which opened around here. So I anticipated the 9:45 candle to 9 to 10 a.m. That's a 15-minute cycle. I anticipated that candle to close below this level right here, 28940.7. It should close below the level right here, but to leave this sell side liquidity is intact. But we didn't get that. Within that time cycle, we had a move that came all the way and took out the sell side liquidity right here. So that that shifted my attention from the buy from the sell side a bit, um, because this candle right here, based on order flow, this is an intermediate term high, and it should be used as a level to engage sell side liquidity. But I would have been more confident with the candle right there. I didn't been it traded and left this sell side liquidity before this 15-minute candle, that is 9:45 to 10 a.m. before it closed. So that's the reason why I didn't partake in this move to the downside here. So we have sell side liquidity engaged here, but I'm not going for the sell side liquidity. I'm not engaging anything to the downside, although I'm anticipating price to continue to move to the downside up to this level 28720.5 right here. But I will not be engaging price at this level, because the liquidity I was outlining, the liquidity I was looking at had already been taken out right here. So if price can get to this level and gives me some indication that it's willing to start trading to the upside, then I will take part in the buy from here and start looking for some buy side liquidity to the upside. But until that happens, I will just be reading price and watching how it delivers. So just what happened right here, we're having another situation with this swing right here. We have a fair value gap here, not this gray one. This gray one was the one marked from the 15-minute time frame, just right here. This gray one was anchored from the 15 minutes time frame right here, and you see the way price closed below it and started trading to the downside. That was also outlined. But where I'm drawing your attention to now is the order flow on the 1 minute time frame. We have this fair value gap right here with this candle, this candle, this candle. We had the fair value gap formed with this impulsive move to the downside, and price traded down, formed the swing low, traded back into the fair value gap, and starts closing below it, forming a swing high here. So with what is trading currently, or with what is doing currently, if price is to continue trading to this level right here, I will not anticipate price to trade above this high before it takes out this low and trade to this level right here. So it's also something I'm looking out for. Although I already stated I'm not looking out to take short positions with what price is doing currently. I'm only interested in longs at the moment because I think, with the way I view price, um, within the windows of the session we are trading currently, we are trading in a discount market already. So if it trades to this level, this is the level I would like to anchor my trade on. If it trades to this level and gives me the willingness to start trading to the upside, then I will engage and start looking out for some buy side liquidities within this range and possibly take out this buy side liquidity. But overall, I think we are bearish from the daily time frame. I think we are bearish. Um, because we've been able to close above the main threshold of this other block I outlined in my Telegram channel. Since we've been able to close above the main threshold of the other block, my attention is being drawn to the sell side liquidity resting below this low right here. So, but as it is currently, I will not be looking for shorts until I have some good setup that will make me engage in shorts. So far so good. The order flow is respecting price to the downside and it's heading for the level outlined here. Once again, I want to officially welcome every one of you to the live stream here. So I've been creating some content, delivering some content to this particular YouTube channel, and I was just thinking to myself to begin a live stream where I'll be a bit consistent and to show my trade live, and my thought process behind every single trade I take. So that's basically the inspiration behind all this. So with that, you get to know some of the things I look out for before I take any trade, and I get to review. Basically, there's no holding back because I'm literally reading price live with you. So I trust God to be consistent with what I've started here, and I'm sure it's going to help someone or a whole lot of persons. Like I said, it's basically my first time here, and I'm just trying to get myself familiarized with the environment of live stream and trading at the same time. Usually when I trade, I just play, most of the time I just play a background music, and with the background music playing in the background, I just have my system, no complicated trading room. I just have my system sitting in front of my desk, and then I read price. That's what I do on a day-to-day basis. So it's more like for some it might a setting like that might be boring, but for me it's a whole lot. It's something that I enjoy doing. Yeah. This 10-15 candle, having the 10-16 candle close this way, coupled with what I've outlined with it, served as the order block that took price for this sell side liquidity, internal sell side liquidity here, and it's just falling short of this level right here. But I still have interest in this level here. Yeah, I still have interest in this level. I want to see price first of all trade to it before I start looking for higher prices. So I will sit on my hands till we have something like that payout in price. Alright, I outlined that I was looking for this to be used as sell side liquidity. Although it's a down close candle, I stated clearly that I didn't want to see this as an order block. I wanted price to trade to the low of it, use it as a sell side liquidity. And as you can see, we have it delivered right here beautifully. But the only thing I want to see now that I've not seen, I would have loved it to have this move trade to this particular level right here, this level 28,720.5. So I would love price to first of all trade to the level right there before I start looking for higher prices. And even if it decides not to trade to the level, I sit on my hands. I think the worst that can happen is that I won't be trading today, and that's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. So how's your trading day going? How's it going so far? How's your trading day going out there? Let me draw attention to a level here so we can go deeper into reading this price. So I don't think price is done from the downside. I think it still have some levels to the downside to engage. So that's the information I have with the data available currently. But it's already pushing to the upside, which I already stated that, already anticipated that. But um, with that, with this level right here, and having price not trading to this level right here, I think I'll still maintain the discipline of sitting on my hands till at least I start seeing some sort of movement to the upside, like reasonably, which might not make me engage this session again. So let's just watch if we can go above this fair value gap and close above it. So if it's going to return to this level down here, this fair value gap formed or anchored on the 1002 candle, I want to see it play a great part in it. So I want to see price after taking the buy side liquidity here, filling the fair value gap completely. I want this swing high to be made, sustain this way, and then continue pushing to the downside and possibly trade to this level here and see if it gives us a willingness to return back to the upside, then we can engage. But for now, I'm just watching the delivery of price. And we're having a nice delivery here already. So the fair value gap from the 15-minute time frame is this one right here. So I want to see price close below it. Let's see if there's a willingness to close below it. Let's change the color right here. Yeah, I want to see if price is able to close below this fair value gap right here. Okay, this impulse to the upside, closing above this fair value gap. If this candle closes above this fair value gap, then we might use it as a kind of support to get to this buy side liquidity. Can you still hear me? I cannot hear myself. Wow. I just can't hear myself. Just can't hear myself. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think the sound is coming back up now. But I think like I should increase the volume a little bit. Yeah, yeah. I think this will be better. Okay, the buy side liquidity engaged here perfectly after closing above this level right here. So let's see what we have in price. Like I said, I'm not interested in taking shots. Yes, I'm not interested in taking shots at all. I would only appreciate price if it trades down. I'll only appreciate price and trust it to put my money to it if it trades down, takes out this outside liquidity and trades into this level right here, 28720.5. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, um, I just want to know where you're watching from, if you wouldn't mind. Just let me know where you're watching from. If you're okay with it though, the chat is open. You can just tell me where you're watching from currently. So after taking the buy side liquidity, came for sell side liquidity. I outlined it why price was up here, trading to the upside. I anticipated this sell side liquidity to be taken out. I stated it clearly here. The only place we didn't get it was that I wanted it to trade up a little to some levels up here, but we never got to those levels and it fell short. I didn't partake in this move just because of that. And then we go to the sell side liquidity right here. After engaging the sell side liquidity, I think we are seeing a bit of consolidation, up and down movement in price here. So with the way I trade, there is no need to rush into price currently. I just have some things I look out for, and once they play out I engage. Once it doesn't play out, I stare. I just stare, I watch price, and I don't do anything. I've done this a number of times, like too long to be comfortable with not doing anything on the chart. So if I'm to make a comment on this price now, although it's trying to form a low right here, but anything that will make me engage this price currently is I would like a move that will come down, invalidate this 15 minutes fair value gap that we have right here, trade through it, close below it, use it as a form of a roof, more like a resistance, to come down into this low here, take it in form of sell side liquidity and trade to this level here before it start moving to the upside. But anything short on that, I will just sit on my hands and enjoy price delivery on the 1 minute time frame. Let me know where you are watching from. Where are you connected from? Is it Nigeria? Is it the US? Is it India, Ghana, UK? Let me know where you're watching from. It's in ICT. Yeah, I can see. Okay, London. That's beautiful. Thank you for connecting to the stream. Yeah, I actually find it difficult pronouncing your name here. I'm seeing at ITSCNAICT. So uh, it's okay. Yeah. Okay, um I'm running low on my battery now. I think I need to connect my charger now. I think I need to connect my charger. CNA, yeah, CNA. Thank you for the clarity. CNA ICT. Trust you're having a nice trading session. CNA ICT. So the time is 10:38 currently. I think I've been here for close to an hour now. So by 11 a.m. I'll be I'll be shutting the live stream. By 11 a.m. I'll be closing the live stream. So if what I've outlined so far is going to play out, then the idea is that this will now become the buy side liquidity if what I've outlined so far is going to play out. The idea will be that this is our buy side liquidity engaged, and then our sell side liquidity will be resting below here, just below here. Then our sell side liquidity will be resting just below here. Then my POI will be just this level right here, 28,720.5. So if we can trade to that level, trade into this outside liquidity and trade to this level, and it gives us an opportunity to start moving to the upside, why not? We engage price and start looking for higher prices. Oh, that's beautiful. You had a buy this morning and you are up 1%. That's beautiful. If I'm to comment on this, I would highly recommend, since you've made profit for the day, I highly recommend you reserve the rest of your account for another day, probably tomorrow, because today is Monday. If you've been able to profit from this market today already, I think we still have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday that would possibly provide clean price action. So I would recommend you don't force anything this afternoon, again this morning rather. You don't force anything and just wait for, let's say, tomorrow or next. Yeah, that's my, if I'm in your shoes now, that's basically what I'll be doing. But it depends on how you trade and how you conduct yourself in the market. If you're okay with it, then why not? But it's a good thing that you are up already on a day like today, Monday, 1%. That's commendable. If you have any question, let me know in the chat. In case you have any question, you want me to talk on something, if it's something that's within what I use to trade or within my trading model, I think it's something I will attend to. If you have any question at all, it's welcome. Let me know in the chat. Yeah. So it's 10:42 and price is quite slow. It's not willing to really give us that move that we want to the downside, but it's trading well, but not as much as I would like it to. So if I didn't mean I have everything set up for today, let's say price is trading from my POI and where I'm looking for shorts, Then at this candle right here, I'll be taking a sell there, trading into this order block. 1 2 3, that's one order block right there. Yes, if it's a situation where let's say waiting for just my entry criteria to be met before I take the shots, then at this level right here, I'll be taking my shots right here and looking at this sell side liquidity as my drawn liquidity. But as it is now, I'm not taking any trade currently, because where price is currently, although I'm anticipating price to trade lower into this sell side liquidity and into this level right here, but it's not a setup I would like to engage in. So I'll just watch it deliver. So I'm looking at this level right here as a possible entry. See the rejection from there, and I'm expecting it to continue to the downside. And I think the only obstruction we will have with that setup is this bullish fair value gap right here. So that's the only obstruction. Let me make it something that looks like red. So although it's not red, but it's something that looks like red though. You know, red is danger and all of those. So this is the only limitation we might have to this move right here currently. So we would like price to trade like with um, nice down close candle, with a big down close candle through this fair value gap and close below it, if this setup is gonna play out. I have a whole lot of things on the charts already, and I'm sure this is enough to confuse anybody watching the live stream, but just pay attention and get what you can get from it. Yeah. Okay, if you see, it has traded into the consequent encroachment of the fair value gap right there, and at the consequent encroachment is getting some kind of rejection here, but even at that, it's not being able to close above it. So I like this movement to the downside, this candle right here. I like that movement to the downside, so I want it to be sustained like that into this sell side liquidity and into this level right here. It's quite beautiful. I don't like to see this. If at all I was in this trade, I wouldn't like to see price move down all the way to fill this fair value gap completely and then reject from it with this same candle like this. It's not something I would like to be comfortable in. So I don't like this. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you're just joining the stream, I'm sure this chat is really going to confuse you, but if you can take it back a little, maybe probably after the stream, you'll see how I came about these levels one after the other. I like the fact that it came back to the order block, traded back into the opening price right here, and failed to close above it. Yeah, it's something that I like. And it's funny that I had this level called out right from when price was trading at 10:42. So basically the time is 10:48 now, and the 10:50 to 10:11 to 10:10 to 11:10 macro, we're about to enter that time now. So we would like to see some sort of sell side liquidity taken at that level. I'm being precise. I'm calling sell side liquidity directly now because it's basically that's what I want to see. I want to see price go for now. So traded into the fair value gap right here the first time, traded below it but was unable to close below it, went up, then traded back into the order block. We saw this rejection right here, big rejection to the downside, and currently is trading below the fair value gap and closing below it, rejecting it like this. I want it to be sustained. I want it to be sustained and then to continue moving to the downside into the sell side liquidity right here. Yeah, beautiful delivery. Let me draw attention to this right here. Look at this wick right here. Major the 50% of the wick right there. So we don't want price to start closing above the 50% right here. You can trade to it just the way it traded here, but we don't want a situation where the body start closing above it right here. So we want the move to continue to the downside and into the sell side liquidity. Okay, I think I should, yeah, let me spell it out well. 10:51 candle trading currently. So we have this little fair value gap inside this fair value gap right here. We have this little fair value gap inside this fair value gap right here. If it's trading up, it should trade up into this fair value gap, probably wick into this and then reject from it into the sell side liquidity. So with what I'm seeing in price currently, seeing that this lows, price is just trading to this level and rejecting it, I am thinking to myself, I'm looking at this as engineering of liquidity. So price is basically engineering sell side liquidity right here. And you can see that just came straight for the sell side liquidity now and is headed for the major sell side liquidity. Now here is it right here. So it's going to trade to this level. Yeah, I want to see it trade to this level, and I don't think I have enough time in my hands to have price move back and start trading higher after trading to this level right here. But as it is now, this is basically what I wanted to see in price, and you saw me outlined everything as price was delivering live. I had this level marked out, and I tried as much as I could to help you see that price, the algorithm was going to take price to this level. Nice. That's it right here. Beautiful. That's it there. So I do not have time in my hands. Basically, my trading rule, the time that governs my trading is basically from 9:30 to 11 a.m. New York local time. So as it is now, though it's trading to my level at 10:53, so I basically have less than 5 minutes or 6 minutes for me to find a setup that will take us to the upside and start taking all these buy side liquidity. But um if we consider time, time does not offer me that luxury any longer. So but I'm sure I want to believe that you got value from the live stream today. It's basically my first time, and if you've been here from the beginning, I think you would know already. But I'm sure you got value from it, and I'll try to keep up with this every single day at 9:30 New York local time. I'll be here doing the live stream, reading price live, doing the things I do in my head, like the way I internalize price in my head. I do everything live right here, just how it is for me when I trade. So thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.